Braydon, we're going to take a look at your videos from camp. I'm going to let this run through a couple times. I'm going to let it run first time in normal speed. Then I'm going to come back and let it run slow motion. And then we're going to take it frame by frame and break it down, analyze it, make some comments and some suggestions to help you improve. Here we go.
Braydon Lawson, class of 2027.
Okay, Braydon, take it right back to the beginning here. When we start at camps doing the filming, we always try to get you guys in this position here, give us your name and your year of graduation, and we want you to hustle into the ball game. And you do a good job hustling in right there. You want to hustle in the game, hustle in your practice, wherever you are, hustle in to get your spot marked with your holder or however you're going to tee it up there. Okay, go get up there to it, mark your spot like you're doing. See, he's got his hand there. You're getting your spot marked with your right foot. As you're jogging in, it looks like you kind of check. It looks like you do a good job here because you want to try, as you come in, you want to try to check your point where you're going to be kicking the ball. Just kind of glance at it. If you'll glance at once you get your foot marked, show the holder where you want that ball spotted right there. Once you do that, glance up here, just look at your target right before you take your steps back. Because if you'll do that, if you'll glance at your target right before you step back, it'll help you have straighter steps back away right from the target. Even if if your target's here and you're on the hash, you'll step straight back from there. Over here, straight back from there. Just go ahead and glance at the target. Now you got your feet right. You got your right foot. It looks like you've got it lined up right. So you're kind of lined up right there. You've got your foot marking there, and your foot's lined up right towards the target there. And where you've got your foot, basically, if the football was there, your foot's right in the middle of that football. And you could actually sometimes see on both sides of your foot or your ankle, you could see the football on both sides of it because you're right directly behind it. Okay. Then have your other foot, your left foot, go ahead and have it. I would just suggest to you, Braydon, just go ahead and have it on up there right side by side. Say you got this staggered back here a little bit right here. Go ahead and have this foot, your left foot, go ahead and have it side by side, your right foot right there. Have them right there. Have both of them like your heels are right lined with each other right there. So go ahead and move this foot up, okay? And get it even with that. And then when you start back, I noticed here you start back right here. You're starting back right with your left foot. Now this will work and this is fine. You don't have to do this, but what we're sharing to you is things that we've studied over the many, many years of running camps and being around college and pro players, that the most common thing they do is they'll step back first with their kicking foot. So you're stepping back with your plant foot. So there's your plant foot, 1, 2, 3. You're doing the 3 step back. That's fine. And this is going to work. If this is what you want to do it. But I'm just telling you, if you can, just go ahead and swap it because your alignment is based on your target, point of placement, and then your kicking foot. And it's your kicking foot. So when you step back, you want to start with your kicking foot because you want your kicking foot actually to be the third step because that's the step that you're going to align with the point of placement and the target to make sure they're all in the same line. Okay. You're lining everything off the right foot. So I would step with the right foot, and that way the right foot on your third step will be right there. So it would be 1 would be the right, 2 would be left, and then your third step would be the right. And then you notice in the camp too The guys will sometimes take an extra step with this foot, and then they'll align these, make sure they align it with that right arm. They'll take it right arm, run it right up their leg towards the target, right back down. And then when they do that, they'll take that foot and just move it right back to the side, and then they'll start their lateral steps. So you've seen that done at the camp. But what I would do is just suggest right now simply just to get your feet aligned, get them side by side, toe to toe, with the right foot right directly behind the football, then start back with the kicking foot first. So the kicking foot, the right foot will be there. That's first step. Second step would be your left foot. Third step would be your kicking foot. Then your kicking foot would be right where you have. And it looks like you do a pretty good job there, although here's dead center right there. And I can kind of see the football right here between your legs right there. I can see the football. I really shouldn't be able to see the football from back here. It looks like you might be kind of off over here just a little bit. That's being nitpicky, but you're kind of off just a little bit right there from the target. Okay, so get this leg, just scoot this leg over, this way just a little bit. Okay, so you're good shape there. Now you want to have your feet again side by side, just like you had them when you were getting ready to step back, and then you want to begin your lateral. You want to make sure again you're coming from here and you're doing a 90-degree angle. That's not 90. That's not 90. This is 90 right here. That's your 90. That's your angle right there, 90-degree angle. So you got to be really disciplined on that. It looks like you do a pretty good job here. Now you kind of got your feet. Go ahead and have them side by side and eliminate this little tap right here, whatever you're doing here. See your little tap? Just go ahead and get them side by side. Get them right here. Now I see your eyes are looking straight down at them, at your toes. Go ahead, if you're going to do that right there, go ahead and make sure your back heels lined up, your front toes. Your toes are toe to toe. Your toes are equal and even together. Okay, they're right across. So you've got a direct line across your toes. It's going to help you on that lateral. You've got this left foot kind of staggered up a little bit. Go ahead and get them side by side. There's your first lateral step. And right there, Braydon, that's a wide step. That's really too wide. You ought to probably be right about here. Maybe right there. That's wide enough right here. So that first step right there ought to be wide enough, okay? You're kind of wide. So you kind of see how your hips are going down? They're going down. And then now you're going from there, you bring them together, that's good. And then right there, see how short it is? They're not together. You want to do two equal lateral steps. That one's too long, that one's kind of short. It's not too bad, but you start turning your foot right there. So try to have right about to there, and then so you have one just like this, and then the other one just exactly like that. Okay, so make them two exact lateral steps. So right here you got one too long, and then you have one, probably it's all right on the width, but you see how you're turning your foot. What's right here? See how your left foot's straight down the field more? It's kind of going straight down the field, continue right towards the downfield area. Then watch when you make the step here. You turn your foot. See how you turn it? You don't want to do that. You want to go ahead and keep the foot just like it is right here. Keep it right there. So make your lateral step, and you turn your foot already, okay? So shorten these on your width. Make it a little less wide. That's good enough right there. And make a duplicate second lateral step and keep the foot straight. And once you get right to here, you want this foot instead of here, you want it aiming there, straight down the field. And then all you're going to do is pivot like you're doing here. You can bring this foot behind like you're doing. And then that foot that's straight, you just got to have to aim it right toward where the plant's going to be right there. So you just kind of pivot on the toe. Now right here, see how you're moving that left foot? Now you want this left foot aiming right towards where the plant's going to be. It's in this general area right there. And that just kind of sets you up. And in this foot, you're all right having this foot out. I think you just got it back too far. But this foot can turn out just like you're doing here. That's okay. I just believe this foot, instead of here, ought to be right up about here. Right about up in here, okay? You can still have that foot turned out a little bit. And then your feet, basically you got a rail going right to the football and a rail going right to where your plant's going to be. Your left foot's going towards the plant, right foot's going toward the ball when you take your steps. Relax your arms. You got them kind of hanging. Let's see how you finish up on your stance here. Let's go ahead and get you. You're still adjusting a little bit. Okay, now you're in your stance. Again, just have this foot, maybe have it a little bit right about here, and then out. Don't have it so far back. But that's not too bad. Let me see your jab step. If you don't have much of a jab step, you can. Okay, this is all right. Okay, you can make that work. But what's your jab step right? Remember I was telling you how you have your foot aiming. You have it aiming here, and you need to have it aiming here. Watch what you do on the first step right here. Watch. Say you straighten it. You take it to where it's supposed to be. That's going exactly where you want it right there. See how now you're stepping right there toward it. But Braydon, go ahead when you're lining up. Go ahead and get this foot aiming here, so you don't have to do that motion. You don't have to straighten it when you step. That's what you call wasted motion. And plus, it's important to get this foot aligned here because it keeps your shoulders and everything heading in that right direction, that same direction. Okay, so it'll open your shoulder, get your shoulders more square, facing your step pattern. Okay, so make sure you get that foot. See right there, I'm just kind of did a quick drawing right there, and you can see how your foot. You got your shoulder and everything aiming over toward this way, so everything's kind of going over here, and we want to get it more this way. All right. So get that done. Okay, let's see you in your stance. Now you're in your stance. Again, I would go ahead and bring this up just a little bit. And then you look pretty good right here. Back of your head, back of your heel. You got most of the weight, looks like, on your front foot. Good eye contact. And right here, you should be right here at this point. When you're in your stance, it wouldn't hurt right here just to go ahead and glance at the target one more time, then come bring that glance here at your target, come right back down to the point of placement. Then right here, when you get ready to go, you want to lean. You want to have a lean, and you almost do this just right. But I'd rather see your body go. I want to rather see just a little lean from your heel all the way to your neck, your whole entire body, just like I got it here. I'd like to see your whole body just slightly lean, and then take your jab. You're kind of taking the jab and leaning all at the same time. Watch this right here. See how you're leaning and jabbing at the same time? Go ahead and get a little bit more lean. And what that's going to do, Braydon, is going to help you approach more smoother and more timely. It's going to be more efficient with your time on your approach. You can take that jab. Looks pretty good right here. This looks pretty good. That's a good finish. Look at that. Look how flat that is. You've leaned from here to there, from the back of your neck, back of your foot. That's what you're looking for right there. Arm position looks pretty good. Eye contact looks focused on the ball. I like that clean. It's a clean jab. So just straighten it. Just straighten it. Jab. Good. I like that jab. You transition right into your drive step. There's your drive step. We're looking for that plant. You got your left arm coming out at beginning the counterbalance motion. You got a pretty good drawback right here. Good flexibility right here in your hips. There's some good, nice, flexibility right there. It looks like now you're on a 2-inch block. It looks like your plants is just too far back. It's going to be back further than kicking off the ground, but this is a little too much, and I think you might be a little too wide too, slightly wide. Really good position here. You've done pretty good there. Your upper body now, I think because you're reaching a little bit. You got your left arm. We want this left arm just to kind of maintain about a parallel to the ground. It could sometimes be down a little bit, but as it's coming across, we want to make sure it finishes pretty much in that same plane or from here into that point. So it's going to almost finish parallel, but it's parallel to parallel, or it could be a little lower to finishing parallel. Okay, let's watch what you do here. So you're kind of taking it down. So you're going from parallel to down. And by taking it down here, Braydon, it's causing you to, it's part of what it's causing you to do is crunching, right? Say your body's going down. And then you've got that right arm. You got the right arm involved in this motion. Don't let the right arm be involved. Let the right arm just kind of hang. It's like just hanging back there like a rudder. All it is just like the right arm should just be kind of hanging here and just kind of hanging as you kick the ball. Let the left arm do all the counterbalancing. The left arm it'll do the counterbalancing. Your right arm will just hang. And so you've got it kind of involved. See how you're kind of raising it up? Just let the right arm, just let it lag, hang back, and it's just helping with balance. It's not getting involved in the motion of the upper body. It's just kind of following the lead of your counterbalance arm. The right arm's just hanging there. And then try to get this arm instead of from here, just right across your chest, and don't let your head goes down. You're dipping. You're kind of jerking your body down. And again, with the plant being a little wide and it's kind of too far back, you're having to reach for that ball. And watch right here. It's kind of caused you see how you're hitting it with your toe right there. And you've got your foot kind of turned over. You're having to go get it because look how far back your heel is right here. This is just one kick we filmed. But basically, your middle of your left foot is going to be right in line with the middle of the football. And you can see you're almost your toes lined up with the front of the football. It's almost, well, it looks like just your toes, not even, it's maybe at the back of the ball. So you're definitely too far back. You are kicking off a 2-inch block, it looks like. So it's going to be back some, but you're just too much. And so you're reaching, see, you're right about here is about where you're going to be making contact normally. Okay. And your foot needs to be a little lower. Say you got some bend right here. Your foot's going to be locking out right here, but it's just locking out. It's kind of like, see, it's already locked out right there. And you're hitting the toe of, see, you can see the football compress a little bit. See that compression right there a little bit? Right in here. Right there. You can see you've kind of caught the toe and you push it right. Got some end under end rotation. And then right here, your leg, once you get this kick, that leg is going to should go up kind of towards your left shoulder. And then your body momentum is going to be right about here. See your toes popping up too. See how your toes wobbling? See how you've hit it? And see how it pops up right there? You can see your ankle. It's not stable. It's all, man, Braydon, this is, slow motion, high speed film like this. It captures all this. It's just a combination of things there that I'm confident you've gotten a lot better at the camp. And this was, again, just one kick we caught on film that you might have just kind of mishit, but you got your foot too far back. You get that. Great. This is really good, though. Like I said, you got some really good flexibility in the hips. You got a lot of tools here to work with. We just got to tweak some of these things here that will really help you. Okay, and then you're hitting the ball, and plus, you're hitting the ball too much on your toe. It needs to kind of come up. You want to hit right in that middle of that foot in there, okay? Now, when you hit it, this foot pop, you see your toe pop up. You want to keep that toe kind of down. See how your toe's down right here? Just kind of keep it there through the process. Don't let it pop up. Just kind of slapped at it, so you didn't get much power into it. This legs continue up towards your left shoulder, and your skip ought to go in that same direction. So it's what's your skip here. So you're kind of rolling over. See how your left foot, you're kind of rolling over right there. And then you're landing on your kicking leg. We need to let this foot skip, land on your skip step, and then let your kicking leg come down slower at the finish, okay? You'll kick like this on a kickoff. Your kickoff, you'll kick and land on your kicking foot, but not on field goal. You're going to land on your skip step, which is your plant foot. Okay, some things you can correct. I'm sure you've already corrected, buddy. Just keep at it there. Hey, Braydon, I'm going to do a little comparison, lecture thing for you here. Just want you to see on the split screen on the left is a very talented college player, had a phenomenal career, set a lot of records. I froze this with the purpose of showing you exactly about where the body position is. You can kind of see right here, the contact where he's made contact with the ball. It didn't time up exactly where yours was, but you can kind of see pretty close. You can see where his foot makes contact with the ball in the same position, and look how high up you are on yours. Also, look at the plant foot. You can see how his plant foot, of course, he's kicking off the ground here, okay? But you can see how much tighter his foot is, a little closer, and then also his foot's moved up a little bit. Yours is going to be, his is up with his heel almost to the back of that football right there. And basically, when you're kicking off the ground, the middle of your ankles line up with the middle of your football, the side of the football. They're right in the middle of it. And when you're kicking off a block, probably about the middle of your foot is going to be lined up with the middle of the football, the middle of your foot. So your foot will be further back, which it is, but I think it's just too far back and slightly too far wide. You can kind of see that body position. And look at your arm. See, look at his arm. Look at your right arm. See how you got it involved? You just want to lag right there. You just want to lag right there. And watch his arm, how it finishes. See how his left arm finishes? And you can see right there, watch when he makes contact. Look at his foot. See how his foot is? Look at your foot. Now look at his foot. See how your foot is? And his foot continue. Watch his foot continue up under his armpit. His momentum. Watch his upper body torque and turn. Watch it rotate in. See how it rotates? And he rotates, and his left foot skips. He lands, and then he gradually brings his kicking foot back down. You see it? So you really got to work on that. You've got some tools. You're doing some good things, but this right here, it's really obvious right here on the arm. You can see, now right there, look, your arm and his arm pretty similar right here. You've got a really good drawback right here with your leg. And watch your right here. But right here, this is where you get your right arm involved and your left arm goes down and you jerk it. See how clean he keeps his body? And I know I'm comparing you to a very talented college player, but this is good stuff for you to help you kind of look at it and learn from it. Again, because you got some good tools. See how your legs drawn back? You got some good whip. Nice straight foot there going toward the target. That's a good job. But you can see some obvious things that you can correct pretty quickly. Okay? Work on that, and I'm going to take you back here to, I'm going to lock this thing, kind of reduce this a little bit. I want to show you something else here really quick. I'm going to go right back to when you line up, back to when he lines up. See how his feet are together? See how his feet are? Yours are kind of staggered right there. Now watch how you start back. So you start back with your right foot. Watch what he does. Let me get you frozen here. There's your foot first step. Watch him. Right, left, right. That's what you can do right there. That's the third step. Now he'll take the extra step because this is called an alignment step. And he's just checking his alignment. He's just making sure right here he's done that drop step. That drop step allows to have consistency. His first three steps are real consistent. And then that last step, this fourth one right here he's taking, is ensuring that his right kicking foot, the point of placement, and the target, all three are on the same line. Then you watch him out here. He'll take his foot right back. He goes right there, side by side. Okay? Come right here. So you go right here. You're just going here, and then you're taking off. You need to check it. See right here, you need to check it. And again, then he's going to take a lot. Look at his step laterally. Look at that. Look at yours. Look how wide yours is. See it? So you need to do it. And watch his second one. It looks just like the first one. And see how he keeps his foot straight? He doesn't have this foot aiming here. He's got this foot straight down the field. He keeps them both straight. And then watch how he shifts it. Watch what he does here. Watch his left foot. Watch his left foot. Now he adjusts it. Now he's got it aiming towards where the point of placement is. Okay? I'll go ahead and let you watch this sequence here. Let me tighten you up here. Let's watch you here. Okay, there's your stance. We'll get him in his stance. There's his stance. Give you some comparison here. Watch him right here. Watch him right here. Watch him. He's in his stance right here. Now watch his eyes. He checks his target. See his head? He's checking his target. Checking his target. He's in his stance. Now he's looking back toward the point of placement where the holder is. He lets him know he's ready. Look at his stance. And look, because, again, right here, because you've got your foot aiming over here, he's got his foot aiming here. I can see more of his back than I can see yours because you're aiming over this way more. Okay? So get that foot, instead of right here, get it aiming right there, and it'll square your body up like his is. Then you can see his back foot. Look how his is. This would be up here a little more, and your foot's going to be over here a little bit. So you got to see the comparison. And then here I want you to see how he leans to the football. Watch him right here. Watch how he just leans. Watch his upper body lean right here. See him lean right there. See how he's leaning? See how he's leaning? He hasn't moved his foot yet. There it goes. See how he's got a little lean? You are close to doing this, but you need to lean and then go right to that nice jab. There's the jab. And there, see how you straighten your foot out? See again, point this out. You straighten it out when you take your step. You put the foot, see, now it's straight. Now it's going where it's supposed to be. And this is good. See, that's why I was bragging on you earlier. That's nice. Good job right there. See how he is nice and straight right there? Good job. All right, buddy. Keep up the good work on this. Good job at the camp.